Om Shri Sai Ram. In the previous class, we learned that how to solve quadratic equation using quadratic formula. In this session, we are going to learn about solution of quadratic equation, whereas the discriminant capital D, which is less than 0. This is one of the case which decides the nature of roots will be the complex. So, let us consider quadratic equation in T, say t square plus 3t plus 4 is equal to 0, which is a quadratic equation, and we can solve this we can solve this t is equal by using quadratic formula. T is equal to minus 3 plus or minus root of b square, that is 3 square minus 4ac, 4 into 4 will be 16 by 2a. Here a is 1, b is 3 and c is 4. And this is you simplify this and look at here the discriminant, we call it as discriminant, and D, see what is D is nothing but b square minus 4ac. Okay, so everything the nature of root depend on the discriminant. D is equal to b square minus 4ac. Suppose it becomes negative, then the root becomes complex. Okay. So, here hence we got the roots here, that is minus 3 plus or minus, here square root of minus 7 I can write down that as I into root 7, as you know that, and another one is its complex conjugate, right, isn't it? Here is plus and other root you get minus. I will talk about that, whether if the roots are complex, is it necessary to be roots will be complex conjugate of each other, we will see that. Thus, the roots are complex and also the roots will be complex to each other, so conjugate to each other. Again we have another example here, that is minus 3y square plus root 5y plus minus 2 is equal to 0. Similar way you can write the quadratic formula here, minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a, where a is minus 3, b is root 5 and c is minus 2 here. And you simplify this and you will end up with that, and see here again minus 19, that is b square minus 4ac, which is less than 0, then you will get complex, the root will be complex. Hence here d is equal to minus 19, which is less than 0, hence the roots are complex conjugates. From the see we can have a conclusion that if d is less than 0, in both cases the roots are complex as well as conjugates of each other, if d is less than 0. And is it true for always, whether if the roots are complex, is it conjugate to each other? So, let us see that. Say for example, here I have taken two roots for the one of the quadratic equation, 2 plus 3i and 4 minus 5i be the two roots for the one of the roots of one of the quadratic equation, and let us form quadratic equation with that roots 2 plus 3i and 4 minus 5i. So, here I have written that roots in the form of a factors, and then what I have done is I just multiplied it, x into x square. After multiplication I got this. See here x square plus minus 6 plus 2i x plus 23 plus 2i is equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation, and here what I had said before, that is if the roots are complex, then the roots will be complex conjugate of each other. So, it may not be true always, because of this example, that is roots are here 2 plus 3i and 4 minus 5i, which are not, yes those are complex but are not conjugate of each other. Therefore, we can say that it not be always true. When roots are complex, it not always not true, the conjugate of each other. Yes, from that example we can state that if the quadratic equations has two complex roots which are not conjugate of each other, simply we can say the quadratic equation is an equation with complex coefficients. It's just a complex coefficients, nothing than that. If the roots are not complex conjugate of each other. Yes, fundamental theorem of algebra. We are very interested to see how many roots for a particular equation has. Suppose as we studied till now solution of quadratic equations. In that we have only two roots. Understand? We are going to find only two roots for the quadratic equation. Suppose if a cubic equation, definitely we will have three solutions or three roots for that. If a polynomial equation has 4, degree 4, then the number of solutions will be 4. Like that, if I say a polynomial equation has at least one root, the consequence of this theorem is, suppose a polynomial equation of degree n, then the number of roots will be exactly equal to n. Understand? So, the linear equation has one solution, that is one root. Quadratic has two roots, cubic has 3, like that. If polynomial equation of n, degree n has exactly n roots. Let us move on to exercise 9.4. Here solve each of the following equations using quadratic formula, and that d, the discriminant d is equal to b square minus 4ac, which is less than 0. Okay. For all the formulas, all the problems you are going to have that only d square minus 4a, b square minus 4ac, which is less than 0. So here we have a equation x square plus x plus 2 is equal to 0. You compare this with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Here a is equal to 1, b is equal to 1 and c is equal to 2. Use quadratic formula here, x is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Okay. So, what is b here? 1 with minus plus or minus square root of b square is 1 square is 1 minus 4 a c, c is 2 and a is 1 divided by 2 into 1. So, continue this 1 plus or minus square root of, simplify this 1, 4 into 1 4 into 2 is 8, which is 1 minus 8 whole divided by 2. Here this is what b square minus 4ac. Here d is equal to 1 minus 8, which is equal to minus 7, which is less than 0. Then we can say that the roots will be complex. So, x is equal to, let us simplify further, 1 plus or minus 1 minus 8 is minus 7 divided by 2, and x is equal to minus 1 plus or minus square root of minus 7 can be written as I into root 7 divided by 2. See here the roots are complex conjugate of each other. Hence one of the root is minus 1 plus I root 7 by 2 and another one is minus 1 minus I root 7 by 2. Okay. This is a solution for this equation. Let us do one more which is root 3 x square minus root 2x plus 3 root 3 is equal to 0. For simplification, I will make it the coefficient of x square as 1 by dividing root 3 on both sides. So, this is x square minus root 2 by root 3 x plus 3 is equal to 0, as I divided root 3 on both sides. And now you compare this with the standard equation. We know that ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. You can compare this with that, then you will get a is equal to 1 and b is equal to minus, I can write root 2 by root 3 as root of 2 by 3 and c is equal to 3. Okay. So, let us use a quadratic formula here, that is minus into minus become plus, which is 2 by 3 under root plus or minus square root of b square. If you make it square, it will become 2 by 3 minus 4ac. What is a? 1. What is c? 3 whole divided by 2a. 2, what is a? 1. So, which is equal to root 2 by 3 plus or minus square root of 2 by 3, 4 3s are 12 divided by 2. So, this is equal to square root of 2 by 3 plus or minus, you can simplify this, 2 minus 3 into 12, 36 divided by 3 whole divided by 2. So, continue this. X is equal to root 2 by 3 plus or minus square root of 2 minus 36 will be minus 34 divided by 3 whole divided by 2, and I can simplify this. Here you can take 1 by root 3 from that two terms. So, I left with 1 by root 3 into root 2 plus or minus square root and minus 34 whole divided by 2, and here also you can observe that is b square minus 4ac which is less than 0. So, that becomes complex. So, which is equal to root 2 plus or minus, I can write that as I root 34 divided by 2 root 3. Hence, this is the solution for the given equation. So, that is root 2 plus or minus I root 34 divided by 2 into root 3. Let us solve one more problem, that is x square plus x by root 2 plus 1 is equal to 0. So, let us compare this with this equation, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a is equal to 1, b is equal to 1 by root 2 and c is equal to 1. Use the quadratic formula for this. X is equal to minus 1 by root 2 plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac which is 1 by 2 minus 4, a is 1 and c is 1 whole divided by 2 into 1. So, this is equal to minus 1 by root 2 plus or minus square root of 1 by 2 minus 4 into 1 which is 4 whole divided by 2. So, that is x is equal to minus 1 by root 2 plus or minus, this will be 1 minus 8 divided by 2. Understand? 1, you cross multiply this, 1 by 2 minus 4 as 1 minus 2 into 4 is 8 whole divided by 2. Whole divided by 2 into 1 is 2. So, now which is equal to minus 1 by square root of 2 plus or minus, and here this can be written as root minus 7 divided by root 2. Can I write like this? Yes, because 1 minus 8 is minus 7 and that minus 7 by 2 can be written as root minus 7 by root 2 by 2. And here again this 1 by root 2 you can take outside and you will get minus 1 plus or minus root of minus 7 divided by 2 root 2. Okay, this will be equal to minus 1, and here again the discriminant d is less than 0 as d is equal to minus 7. Okay, so what is d? B square minus 4ac here. So, that can be written as I root 7 by 2 root 2. So, this is the solution for this equation. Hence, the roots are complex conjugate of each other. One more example is root 5 x square plus x plus root 5. So, let us divide root 5 on both sides. You will have x square plus 1 by root 5x plus 1 is equal to 0. Okay. So, here if you compare with ax square plus bx plus c, x square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Here a will be 1, b will be 1 by root 5 and c will be equal to 1. So, what is x then? X is equal to minus 1 by root 5 plus or minus square root of 1 by 5 minus 4ac 4 divided by 2a 2 into 1 which is equal to minus 1 by root 5 plus or minus square root of 1 minus 5 4s are 20 by 5 whole divided by 2. So, you solve further, x is equal to minus 1 by root 5 plus or minus, what is that? Which will be root minus 19 divided by root 5 whole divided by 2. Understand? 1 minus 20 is minus 19 and divided by 5, and that can be written as root minus 19 divided by root 5, and from this I can take root 1 by root 5 as common term, and this root of minus 19 can be written as I root 19 divided by 2 root 5. So, this is the roots of the given quadratic equation which are complex conjugate of each other. Next, the last problem from this exercise 9.4, which is x square plus 3x plus 5 is equal to 0. So, compare this with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, whereas a is equal to 1, b is equal to 3 and c is equal to 5. Use quadratic formula or Sridharacharyya's formula, you can say x is equal to minus b minus 3 plus or minus square root of b square, that is 9 minus 4ac, 4a into c whole divided by 2a, 2 into 1, which is equal to minus 3 plus or minus square root of 9 minus 20 divided by 2. So, further solve it. So, x is equal to minus 3 plus or minus 9 minus 20 is minus 11 by 2, here d equal to minus 7 which is less than 0, the roots will be complex. So, x is equal to minus 3 plus or minus I root 11 by 2. So, these are the required roots for the given equation, and that's for it. This completes exercise 9.4. In the next class, we are going to start inequalities. Sairam, thank you.